Hello, I'm Jim Stott, and I'd like to thank you for considering the purchase of my Street Magic Kit, and I'd like to take just a couple of minutes and show you what you'll be receiving. The first thing I'd like to demonstrate is what's called the Levitation System. For example, you can take a credit card, and I'll try to move out here where you can see me, and just give it a good spin, and it'll just seemingly levitate in the air. So this is something you can do not only with a credit card, you can use a dollar bill that you borrow from someone to suspend it in midair. Lots of things you can do with that. Okay, that's called the Levitation System, and you'll have 25 tips and tricks to teach you how to use that. The next thing you'll be receiving is called the stripper deck of cards. The neat thing about this deck of cards is that not only is it a magical deck, but you can use it as a regular deck of cards as well. For example, let's say you would have someone pick a card, and in this case, they've picked the Two of Hearts. Just ask them to simply place it on top. Tell them you're going to give the deck one cut and wave your hand, and their card will turn upside down in the deck. So then you spread the cards and look through, and you will see there's one card that's upside down. And you say, the Five of Diamonds, that's your card. And they say, no, my card was the Two of Hearts. And you say, well, that's okay. This tells me your card was 5 cards down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What was your card? The Two of Hearts, and there's the Two of Hearts. Now this is a trick that you can do with any deck of cards. Oh, I forgot to tell you. An interesting thing, when you put the 2 and the 5 together, it attracts the 4 aces. And just for watching this tape, I'm going to teach you how to do that trick really quickly. Take the 4 aces, take any 5, put it upside down on top of the aces, and then you'll want to put this on the bottom of your deck, like so. Okay. Now, you're all set up. At the bottom, you have an upside down 5, and then the 4 aces at the very bottom. So you don't show these, but you spread the card and just tell someone, take a card, any card. In this case, it's a 5 of Hearts. And you tell them, I'm going to cut the cards one time. Your card will be upside down in the deck. You go through, and there's one card upside down. It's the 5 of Diamonds. That's your card. They say, no, my card was the 5 of Hearts. You say, oh, well, this tells me that your card is 5 cards down. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was your card? The 5 of Hearts. And there it is. And an interesting thing, whenever you put the 5 of Hearts and the 5 of Diamonds together, they always attract 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. So that's a trick you can do anytime without buying the kit, and that's just a free bonus for watching this video. So, as I said, this is a magical deck. It's a stripper deck of cards. For example, you can do some neat things. Have someone pick a card. In this case, it's the 7 of Spades. Have them put it back inside the deck. Shuffle the deck up as much as you like. Say, what was your card? I'm just going to blow on the deck. And your card is the 7 of Spades. You'll get instructions with this deck of cards for 101 other tricks you can do with this deck of cards. For example, you can have 4 people each take a separate card, put them back in the deck, shuffle them up. You can find their card. There are lots of things you can do with this. You'll like this deck of cards, and I hope you look forward to getting it. Next, and I'm going to move a little closer so you can see this, this is called the penetrating rubber band. So you have 2 rubber bands. Put this on your fingers, and I dropped that one. Excuse me. And this one, we're going to hook on our other 2 fingers inside of the first one. So hopefully you can see that. There's 2 rubber bands. They're not touching. One is clearly inside of the other, but you can stretch it, do different things, and if you just rub it like that, the rubber bands will penetrate each other. And then you can hand the rubber bands out for examination. This is called the penetrating rubber bands. Another trick you'll be receiving is the pin penetration trick. You borrow a bill from someone and give them a pen and say, go ahead and sign your name onto the bill, so they'll sign their name, and you can pass this around for people to look at. They give it back to you, and remember, the person's name is signed on top of here. You take your pen and shove it into the bill. Sorry for the delay there. And the pin goes completely through their bill. And the most amazing thing, you say, since I'm doing magic, I'm just going to take my finger, rub the hole in the bill, and it completely disappears and vanishes. And you give them the bill back. They've signed it. You made a hole in it. It's gone. That's magic. Now I'm going to show you my most favorite trick. And this trick you can do any place. And I believe this will make your reputation as a real magician. This is a trick I do in every show I do. You can do it close up with people. You can do it with street magic, any place that you want to do it. In addition to the instructions that come with a kit for this trick I'm going to show you, I'm going to send you my own personal directions on how I do this. This is not included with the kit, but I'll be sure you get this as a bonus. Okay, so first of all, you say, I've got a rubber band, and I've got a little piece of paper here. I'm going to show you that's actually a manila folder I cut out and a rubber band. You can get any place. And you say, you probably didn't notice, but there's something invisible floating in the air right in front of you. You probably didn't see it. So I'm going to reach up and grab it like this, wave my hand, and it slowly starts becoming visible. Let me show you how I did that. See, I poke it in my hand like this. It gets smaller and smaller. And finally, it gets so small if I rub it like that, you can't see it. But then I take this piece of paper, I roll it up, reach over, grab the handkerchief, throw it back inside, and it just goes back. But later on, people are going to be asking me, how'd you do that? And I usually tell them all the same thing. I tell them they imagined the whole thing, because if you look inside, there's really nothing there. Okay, you'll receive this with your street magic kit, and you'll also get a booklet of instructions of all kinds of other tricks you can do along with that. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you'll consider purchasing the street magic kit, and I will send you some bonus materials to go along with the kit. And I'd like to wish you a magical day, and thanks for watching.